Hey, how's it going, guys? Joel here, and today I have got a pretty cool video. It's going to be an MOAB, Mother of All Bombs, MOAB tutorial video where I'm going to be giving you as many tips and tricks on how to get your first MOAB, or if you already got MOABs, how to get them more often, from like what gun to use, how you should be thinking, where you should position yourself on the map, everything like that. So the gameplay is an M4a1 MOAB on Acr, I think. I'm using silencer and extended mags, Scavenger Pro, Hardline Pro, no, Assassin Pro, no, it might be Hardline, I think it's Hardline Pro, and Stalker Pro, I think. And then my specialist unlocks are Sleight of Hand, Marksman, and Quick Draw. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about the gun a bit later. But first, you're going to see a picture on the screen right now, and this is of a bird's eye view of the map. And in red, I have circled the area where you'll see I get my specialist bonus. I get my first 10 kills towards the MOAB around this area. It's a pretty good area to start off, but I make a really good decision, and I make sure I get out of this area because lots of people are rushing at me, and they are aware of my position, so they're just going to overrun me eventually, and I'm probably going to get killed, and it's going to be hard to get the MOAB. So I make sure I move out. I try to make my way over to the other side, so eventually I do make my way over to the other side, which is circled in blue, I think, possibly green, I can't remember. But yeah, it's the other circled area, and that's where I'm going to get the rest of my kills to get the MOAB, mainly. And that's probably the best place to be on Acr. You'll see that they will be spawning when they hold the C flag. They'll be spawning around the C flag, and then that's to the left is the best place to be, I guess. But then when they are holding the A flag, that's probably the best spawn trap in the game. Not really spawn trapping, but just make sure you know you're going to know where the enemies are coming from, and staying in this little building is just a good place to be, picking off enemies from a distance. And unfortunately the game on my screen, I'm watching it, but it is lagging, so I don't really know what part I'm at, so I won't be able to relate to the gameplay too much. But my second tip is to make sure you use a gun that you are really comfortable with. So I'm using the M4a1 here. Not my most comfortable gun, but I know the gun pretty well, know how it recoils, know about the reload cancel, which I'll probably be making a video on, and I just know all about the gun, how to use it, its strengths and its weaknesses. The M4 is actually a very versatile gun, so you can use it at long range and short range. It does okay in both categories. It doesn't really excel in either one. It's just a really versatile gun, which I quite like. So I know that I want to sort of keep the enemies at medium distance to me. That's where the M4 is going to perform best. So it's all good to know your gun. I would advise you to use something like the ACR if you're starting off trying to get the MOAB, or the Mp-7 or the PP-90. They're all good guns to get MOABs with. Once you get to know them. Also the SCAR, just use the gun you've used most and that you like the most. That's really important. You're not going to get your first MOAB with the PM9 unless you're really good. It's going to be really hard to get a MOAB with the PM9. Anyway, my third tip is really important, and I don't think many people do this. Well, lots of people do actually do this. Lots of people count how many kills they have gotten, so how far off the MOAB they are, and that is a really bad idea, because I find that whenever I'm like 1 or 2 off the MOAB, if I'm being counted, I start shaking, my aim goes all off, and it's just a really bad thing to do. So I'd advise you not to count, try not to think about getting the MOAB, and that's really the best thing to do. Just don't think about getting the MOAB, and that way you won't get all sweaty and nervous when you get close to it. At least that's what happens to me. And then lastly, I think you really need to play defensive. That's really important. Make sure you can't get a rushing MOAB as your first MOAB unless you're really good. So playing defensive, making sure you have the advantage over the enemy, is a really good idea. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's coming to an end now. If you liked it, give it a like and comment. Subscribe to my channel if you want more. See you later, guys. Peace.